don't know if I told you guys. I think I told you about the package that I was waiting for. It was a another inverter charger, not inverter, regulator charger for solar, but a smaller wattage. And when I checked, it said it was delivered on the 10th of December. And after checking into it further, told them I did not receive it and everything. They got back to me and says, well, it was delivered at 9 something in the morning at 40 Laurel Hill Road in Florida. Well, I told them I don't know anybody in Laurel Hill Road in Florida, nor do I live in Laurel Hill, Florida, and that my address is clearly marked with PayPal, in which I paid with, and eBay. So there was no reason for it to go to Florida, and I have not received it. And that I would appreciate another one because I do need it. However, if they can't get it to me ASAP, to credit my account and I will shop elsewhere. Well, don't you think I get an email last night, I went in to check it, saying that my package is in Flushing, New York, and it should be delivered within the next day or two. Huh. Okay. Well, 15 hours before that, they're telling me it was in Florida, Laurel Hill, wherever that is, Laurel Hill Road, 40 or Laurel Hill Road, whatever, and that was it. Well, I didn't leave a negative. However, I did leave a, saying that the package, I could not comment on it because I did not receive it, because it was shipped to an address over 2,500 miles away from me. So therefore, I cannot comment on the package other than it went to the wrong address. Well, they got back to me telling me that, sorry, can I do something with my negative comment? Because it wasn't their fault that it went to Laurel Hill, Florida, and all this kind of crap. I emailed them back and says, it wasn't a negative comment, it was the truth. And that's all there is to it. Once I get the package, I can put a comment in that I have received my package, but until then, the truth is the truth. So we will see what happens with the package. The package. Anyway, I don't know if you heard, because my battery may have went dead when I was talking to you. The other night, I took some fresh cabbage. Not cabbage, I'm sorry. Fresh spinach. And for you guys that are always looking for something that's good for you with a little bit of different taste and something you can eat a lot of if you want it, spinach. I took some fresh spinach, rinsed it off, cut it up. I didn't dice it up, but I just cut it up a little bit. I put just a little oil in the bottom of a no-stick frying pan, very little. I threw some minced garlic in the bottom. I chopped up a half a can of black olives. Now, when I say chop, I didn't mince them. I just chopped them up into like halves or quarters. I threw them all in the pan with the spinach, and I kind of just fried it. And I'll tell you, a little seasoning, to taste, salt and pepper, whatever, and right on the money, right there. Also, I did it with cabbage. Take a head of cabbage, you shred it. Not like you would shred cheese, but like the lacy, the lengthy, like shoestring type shredding. Shred it fine, shred it. Do the same thing, a little oil, a little minced garlic, a little black olives chopped up. Fry that in the pan. Whoa! All right, again, salt and pepper to taste, but give it a shot. You may like it. So other than that, I am going to call it a day. I'm done pacing back and forth. I think I showed you what's going on over here. I hooked up the spotlight outside, the floodlight, to the permanent location. However, as you can tell, I have a lot of wires drooped. They're drooping because I haven't really fed them the way I want to feed them and run them and tack them, so I want to leave enough there to do that. So that's where that's going. So the outside light works it's telling me that I have voltage. The solar panel's kicking. Now over here I can put a light on it if I want. I may put a little 12-volt light down there to stick in the doggy door down below, because I do have a little wheat grain or grain of wheat bulb. It's a little bulb that they like put behind meters and things and like CB radios. So you don't need a lot of light. They just need a little bit of glow. So I may hook up the light to that and then that run down there, and we'll see what happens. So I am waiting to see if we get a little sun and a little wind, just what it's going to do for me. Because I said it before, when I had it hooked up with all the batteries and the inverter, it ran like 1/3 of my house. One solar panel, one wind turbine, 12 Group 31 deep cycle batteries, a good inverter, and like I say, every light we used at night, except for all the overheads, but the little light on the stand next to the couch, the little light next to the wife on her next to her stand, so she can read if she wanted to, those lights were on. One plug in every room, one light in every room. All the lights in the kitchen under the counters, the microwave light, all those lights were all hooked up to the solar panel and the 12 batteries. And I got 4 years out of them before the batteries started crapping out. But like I say, every light we used at night basically, you know, that were on while we were up, were all running off of that. It worked. You don't need a big elaborate system unless you want to start selling it back, you know. And these other places where they say, let us put it on the roof for you, you know, and you know, you can own it after 20 years, and you know, pay us minimal amount for your UI bill, but they're making money on it being on the roof. You know, you're giving them free real estate basically, and after 20 years, this shit ain't worth anything. All right, so think about that before you go nuts and have your roof cluttered up, to maybe get your bill down a little bit, because it's still going to go up. They're going to have it in their contract, so it's not the world's best thing. You know, it's not the latest and greatest. So there's easier ways around it. Anyway, catch you later, guys.